Hi, I'm Chef Cynthia Louise and welcome to my YouTube channel because there's new recipes coming through every week. I'll do that again, yeah? I love it. You don't have to do it. If you're not into oil, just don't do it. Just don't do it. This is a one pot shepherd's pie. In other words, I'm using basically one pot, which is the IRONCLAD cast iron pans. Oh my gosh. Seriously, heaven pans to use. They're non-stick. They're amazing. You got to heat them up really high. This is what I do when I'm cooking. I love them. I can't tell you how amazing they are. They're a mum and dad kind of business. This gorgeous couple in New Zealand, Joe and Kate. They're cool. They're onto it. They're using recycled iron. It's really amazing. Anyway, I'm going to put a link below so you can have a look. So my pan's on the heat and it's heating beautifully. It's not smoking or anything just yet, but I do want it to get hot. And I'm going to add these amazing ingredients. So I've got carrots, celery, mushrooms, leek. Now we're using the whole of the leek, right? Even the green as well because it has flavour. We try and use as much as we can in vegetables, and I haven't peeled the carrots either, so you know, we're just trying to get as much out of it because things are expensive. Garlic, parsley, lentils. I've got some canned tomatoes. And they're peeled and whole, and I'm just going to squish them in my hands when I put them in here. You're after tomatoes with one ingredient, tomatoes. That's it, nothing else. I've got tomato paste, and you're preferably after tomato paste that comes in a jar, a glass jar actually, because it's just, I find, you know what I find? It's not so tinny when it comes in a glass jar. Even though tomatoes come in a can, something about the paste that's concentrated that it's more tinny. So you're looking for that situation. And I've got some oregano and salt and pepper and oil. And seriously, this is all we're going to do is we're going to saute this huge amount of food here down. I want a good splash of olive oil. Yes, a good splash, Cynthia. And I'm going to add the leek, the carrots, and the celery. That pan is deliciously hot. You know what's extra cool about this pan? IRONCLAD give you these amazing little handles. Winning! Hello! Non-stick. Look at this. Non-stick, look at this. I know, right? Oh my God, cast iron, non-stick without all the shit and chemicals. Anyway, this is on quite a large heat, and you just want this to cook down so it changes colour. I'm going to season it with salt and pepper. This is a great pan, hey? I mean, look, it's not even, this is a great pan. I cannot believe, like, not one thing is sticking there. Look, IRONCLAD pans. Oh my goodness, I'll put the description below. Every time I use them, I'm blown away, actually. Kate and Joe, this is for you. You guys are amazing coming up with this idea. I love them. Add your mushrooms. Still on high heat. Add your garlic. And I've got a good teaspoon of oregano. Oregano flakes, not the ground oregano. It's a bit gross, in my opinion. I'm going to add the canned tomatoes. Just going to grab them and squish them.
This pan is remaining hot. It's on full blast heat. Is that even a thing? Let's have a look to see if it's sticking. Nothing. Oh my God. I'm so excited. And I've got some cooked lentils. And I want a good 2 cups. And I want a half a cup of water. I've only put half a cup. I've only put half a cup of water in here, right? Just for now, because I don't know how much water content is actually in the mushrooms and the carrots and the celery and the leek. So I'm just waiting, and those tomatoes are in there. And if I'm looking like it's a little bit dry, which it's starting to get a little bit, it's looking bubbly, but it is going to get a little bit dry, then I'm going to add more in there because I don't want a really dry shepherd's pie. So now I'm tasting. So I'm finding, and this is what you do at home. I've got the acid of the tomatoes, the acid of the tomato paste, and I've got all that flavour of those veggies, right? And I'm thinking a little bit of sweetener and more seasoning. And sweetener, I mean the most beautiful sweetener in the whole world, maple syrup, and it's like a teaspoon. Just start with a teaspoon, just a tiny bit. It just cuts the edge of the acidity in the tomatoes. Just a teaspoon. Nothing more, nothing less for now. Give it another stir. And now it's getting quite dry, so I'm going to add another half a cup of water. Oh, this is looking good. This is what I want. Okay, I'm going to cook this for at least 30 minutes. Now I'm going to turn it down to a simmer. Nice low simmer. As this is gently simmering, I'm noticing that the lentils and the veggies absorbing the water that I put in, so I put another half a cup in, and you're just going to manage that, okay? You know, work towards 2 cups of water, and that's what I'm working towards. But I didn't want to shove it all in there at once because it washes away the flavour, and I'm just managing the seasoning. This is the whole thing with cooking, right? It's a dance between tasting, cooking, adjusting heat, seasoning, dancing, cooking, adjusting heat, seasoning. It's like a proper situation. All right, okay. Moving right along. So that's doing its thing, mashed potato. This is my easy kind of midweek mash. I've got some beautiful granola potatoes, these are called. In cold water, I've got 2 cloves of garlic, and I've got some lovely salt and pepper, and I'm going to cook that until it's completely soft. So it's been about 20 minutes and it's holding that water. I'm stoked with it. And now you just want to make a little slurry. And a little slurry is a little bit of corn flour and water. So I've got a really nice heaped teaspoon of corn flour. And I've got a couple of teaspoons of water. You just want to mix that. And this is called a slurry. Just going to pour it into here. Give it a stir. Throw in the parsley. Turn off the heat, let that residual heat cook it. And it's ready for our mash. You can see how it's just, oh look, it's just falling apart. That's what we want. Okay, all the pepper's in there. Now, this is my secret trick. Are you ready? Are you ready? That's my magic. Into the food processor, all of it goes, obviously without the water because I've drained it. And then I use this 𝗚𝗘𝗧𝗛𝗏. All right, and then I'm going to put a good nice big splash of it in there. And then I add olive oil. This is my trick to quick mash. Splash of olive oil. And then I make sure it's seasoned well, so I give it a whiz and then I taste it. And then have a taste. Oh my God, it's amazing. 100% needs pepper and salt. Where did all that salt and pepper go to, actually? Interesting. And you can even put some spring onions in here. Oh my God, totally you can put spring onions in here. Yummy. Taste it again. The midweek special. I'm not having to mash the mash or put it through a ricer. You just chuck it in here. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm gonna put some spring onions in there just for a little more flavor. Oh my God, this is so great. My dinner is so ready. Just cut them up into tiny ringlets. I want a good half a cup. And you can put less than half a cup if you want, it's up to you. I just want the flavour. That is it. I could just sit on the couch and eat that, like a big bowl of it, just kind of like, but I'm not going to, I'm going to put it in there. So as rustic as possible, without any form at all, right? Just chuck it on there. Don't have to smooth it out. If you want to smooth it out, you can. I'm not interested in smoothing it out. But as rustic as possible. Just plonking it on there and covering the whole situation. All right, that's it. And then licking the spoon is vital. And I just like to do a little drizzle. You don't have to, but I do. And then this comes off and it goes into the oven for about 10-15 minutes so this goes nice and golden. And the beauty of this when it comes out, I've got this to put on the IRONCLAD pan situation. So it is like not hot. And I can serve it. How exciting. And it might not go really, really brown all over, and that's fine. It's just a little bit of oil just adds that pockets of goodness. I love it. You don't have to do it. If you're not into oil, just don't do it. Just don't do it. But I love it. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and take every last scrap of this out of this bowl. I've got the oven on around about 180 and it's hot. I think I'll leave it in there for like 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes and have a look how it's kind of like bubbling over, you know? And when it starts like bubbling and everything's kind of, all that liquid coming up, oh my God, I can't stop eating this, coming up, then it's ready. Step away from the potato. We're ready here. This is where this comes in. Straight onto the pan. Oh, that's just glorious. And my other towel. Bring it up. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. That is it. Dinner's ready, everybody. I mean, look at it. It's fabulous. I just can't wait to get in there. It's going to be really hot, so just wait, Cynthia, because I just want to eat it. See you in the next video. Oh, no, wait. I'll make sure the link is there for these pans. These are non-stick, cast iron, incredible company from New Zealand called IRONCLAD Pans. And the both the founding owners, Joe and Kate, are a bit clever of how they've produced these pans. All the stories on their website and everything, but I'll put a link there. Epic. Okay, I'll put it again. And I'll put my code in there so you can get 10% off, which, winning. And hang on. And these are the little baby ones, which are so great. Like, oh my God, so great. Anyway, there we have it. I just, okay, stop.